What's up everyone and welcome to another video of the GC channel. I am GC, also known as Owen, and today I'm gonna do the top 10 original Walking Dead characters. This top 10 will include every character on the Walking Dead TV show that is not from the comics. I'm also excluding the characters that took over storylines from characters from the comics, even though they had different names than those characters. Like for example, Sasha took over storylines from Andrea, Enid took storylines over from Sophia, and there are way more. So, with that, I'm only talking about those characters who are totally original and don't take over any storylines from a character from the comics. They are totally original. So without further ado, let's get started. At number 10 is Joe. Joe is the guy who has this little group called the Claimers. And this group has only two rules. Whatever they claim is theirs. And if someone lies, let that one get punished. Whoever doesn't keep himself to the rules is beaten to death. Joe is a ruthless, violent, and kind of likable villain. He is, to be honest, a little bit funny at times. And I would like to see a little bit more of him actually, but what we got was pretty good, and he was a great villain for sure. But for a villain, he was pretty good. Not as good as the Governor or Alpha or Negan, of course, but a pretty good villain for sure. At number 9, we have Mary/Gemma. Mary was a sweet, brave, badass woman. She was in her 20s, I believe, and she was part of the Whispers, but then we won't be part of the Whispers anymore after she killed her sister and realized that the Whispers were really bad and that she could better be part of our heroes from Alexandria, Hilltop, the Kingdom, and so on. So she switched sides and became part of the Hilltop. And she is a badass, she's sweet, she has a complicated backstory. She went out in a very satisfying way, sacrificing herself for Alden, Adam, and Kelly, and being killed by Beta. Mary has come a long way, and she had a very satisfying end. At number 8 is Simon. Simon is that funny, sarcastic, secondary villain who you can't simply hate. He is violent for sure, and he is a big bad for sure, and we all knew that he eventually would die. And he is also a little bit of a rebellion. He may not have turned good, but he did sure leave a great reputation. He was amazing, funny guy, and Stephen Hawke did a great performance as Simon. He gave him the funny jokes and awesome sarcastic performance Simon needed to become a great original character. And number 7 is Theodore T-Duck Douglas. T-Duck was a funny, interesting, sometimes a little bit stupid, always a funny guy for sure. And number 6 is Beth Greene. Beth is that fun, little, sweet sister of Mackie, who loves to sing and always brings joy to the world. Other than that, she's also a badass. I really liked her, and it's a shame she didn't live longer. I loved her relationship with Mackie and with Dale and Noah, and I would like to see a lot more of those relationships. When she was on screen, I always smiled because she was always such a happy and joyful character. And number 5 is Merle Dixon. Merle started off as this annoying, bad dude. He was first introduced as the older brother of Daryl, who was kind of a dick and already out of control. Then later, when he returned in season 3 after he disappeared for a long time, he was part of the Governors again, and was already killed off almost at the end of the season. And it was a little bit too soon in my opinion. I think he should have lived at least until the prison battle, maybe died there. That would have been a fitting end for sure. Michael Booker did an amazing job on Merle. He made them very funny and very enjoyable to watch as a character. Merle went from the annoying brother to the ruthless violent villain to the amazing anti-hero and to the amazing badass funny dude who became a good guy and went out in a pretty satisfying way in my opinion. Merle left a great reputation on The Walking Dead and he was a great character for sure. We would like to see more of him, but what we got was great. He's an amazing, funny dude. And number 4 is Tara Chambler. Tara was the funny, sarcastic, badass lesbian girl who you couldn't help but love. I know a lot of people hate her, I don't really get why though, because she is a pretty fun character and she's very interesting. And she is a lesbian, and we don't have a lot of those characters on The Walking Dead. She has a great reputation on The Walking Dead. Her death was very shocking in season 9, and she was such a funny, great character. And number 3 is Jerry. Jerry is the funny little side guy character who is so great to watch. He is an amazing, funny dude. And yeah, I just love him so much. He is so funny and he is cute. There are so many awesome moments of him in the show. I'm really glad he found a wife and has a family now. And I don't know what the future holds for him, but I know it's gonna be funny and interesting. Just like all those funny funner moments he had on the show. He's just such a funny guy. And number 2 is Alden. Okay, I know that some people say that Alden took over some storylines from Dante from the comics, but that hasn't actually happened so far. Dante did some blacksmithing in the comics and was a little bit sarcastic, but so far Alden hasn't really taken over much storylines from Dante. Actually, when you look at Dante and Alden, they're pretty different characters. So I don't really agree with people saying that Alden is already taking over storylines from Dante. And he is just the guy who is there as the totally original, funny, sweet guy who you just can't help but love. Very likable. You can't really hate this guy. And he's a great singer. He is the one who always brings a little bit of light to the show, just like Beth. He's the guy you can't help but love. Now, before we get to number 1, I like to give away some quick honorable mentions.
You know, the first settlers here, they put bounties on wolves' heads. Brought the natives into it. Made them hunt them. Didn't take them too long to kill them all. They're back now.
Nobody's evil. They just decide to forget who they are. You have to swear.
I'm not a snitch, but I'm not going to help.
I told you children are capable of anything. I taught them. Help them become what we are because they can't be soft. Not now.
See, they think I'm scrawny. They think I'm weak. They don't know shit about me. About what I am. About what you are.
Who the hell are you guys?
We're the Highwaymen. We're your escorts to the fair. At your service.
And then, at number 1 is, of course, the one and only Daryl Dixon. Daryl is, of course, our fun, silent badass who is taking over the lead after Rick left, and he is such a badass and such an interesting character. He's a great hunter. I love his relationship with Doc. like Lydia and Judith. And he's such a great badass character. He's had so many badass awesome moments. Dale is such a badass. He's great with his crossbow, great on the motorcycle, and I'm looking forward to the future of him and Connie. Now it's revealed that Connie is still alive. And I don't know what the future holds for him for sure, but I know it's gonna be a great future because he's such a great character. And he's such a funny, sarcastic, silent, badass hunter. So that was my list of the top 10 original Walking Dead characters. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me down in the comments below, what is your favorite original Walking Dead character? Do you agree with me or do you not? Tell me what would you like to see me do next on my channel. Tell me all in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.